everybody, Miss Roberts here. I am so sorry about yesterday. Time just got away from me. I told myself 4 different times, I gotta read. Oh, wait, I'll do it at the next place I go. I gotta read. And by the time I went to bed, I forgot. And then I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh no, I missed it. But either way, here I am. And we're gonna finish our story, Narwhal on a Sunny Night. And then Monday is our last book. And fingers crossed, I'm gonna try to get it done before I go into school and get everything ready for our new learning experiences. I'm just looking for our chapter 9, The Midnight Sun. Jack, Annie whispered, wake up. Jack rubbed his eyes. Where is everyone? He asked. I just checked. They're asleep in the other end of the house, said Annie. We have to go. Now, said Jack. Maybe we should wait till daylight. No, they might get up before then, said Annie. You're right, said Jack. He threw off the warm fur and sat up. Let's go, said Annie. She picked up the burning oil lamp. Jack grabbed his bag. As they crept to the door, snoring came from the other end of the long house. They stopped at the bench by the door. In the dim light of the lamp, they put on their coats and hats and mittens. You should write a note to Leaf, whispered Jack. Good idea, said Annie. Jack pulled out his notebook and pencil from his bag. How's this? He whispered as he wrote. Dear Leaf, we had to leave suddenly. We are borrowing your rowboat to go back to the bay. We will leave it where we met you. Many thanks to you and your family. Perfect, said Annie. Let's leave him our map since he liked it so much. Good idea, breathed Jack. He tore the note from his notebook and placed it on the bench with their map. Jack and Annie pulled on their gloves. Annie opened the door and they slipped out of the house. It was freezing outside, but to Jack's surprise, it was sunny. What time is it? He thought. I thought it was night. Me too, said Annie. But no one's around, not even the dogs. Hurry. Jack and Annie took off down the hill. In the cold, windy sunlight, they hurried to the shore. Small waves were splashing against the mooring Viking ships. Leaf's rowboat was tied to the pier near them. Jack and Annie stepped onto the pier, and Jack untied the rope. Just as he and Annie were about to climb aboard, someone yelled, Stop! Oh, no, said Annie. Leaf was limping down the hill towards them. He held their note and map in hand. I heard you leave, he called. Then I read your message. I must take you to your ship. It is not easy to row in the windy waters. But your knee still hurts, I can tell. Sorry, that's my doorbell. Well, it's not my doorbell. It means someone's walking by my door and my husband's working on the yard, so sorry. Leaf shrugged. That is not important, he said. We should go quickly so I can return before morning. Morning? I thought it was morning now, said Jack. It's close to midnight, Leaf said. You have come in time of the midnight sun. I get it, Annie said to Jack, on a day that seems endless with no dark of night. Right, said Jack. Now he remembered the midnight sun. In the far north, the sun can still be seen at midnight. Here, you forgot this, said Leaf. He thrust the map and the note into Jack's hands. You will need your map to sail your ship home. No, we won't, said Jack. We know the way you need it more. He handed the map back to Leaf. Oh! Leaf stared at the map as if it were made of gold. I cannot believe you would give this to me, he said in a hushed voice. Thank you very much. No problem, said Annie. Leaf smiled. Let us go, he said. Jack put the note in his coat pocket. Then he and Annie climbed aboard. Leaf sat across from them. He began rowing through the choppy water. Tell me about your land, he said. What is it like? It has everything, said Annie. Mountains and valleys and oceans and rivers and lakes and forests and grassy plains, said Jack, and farms, small towns and huge towns called cities. With the wind at their backs, Leaf rowed swiftly. The water was bathed in a golden mist. Soon Leaf rowed to the boat from Eric's Inlet into the bay. You can drop us off there, said Jack. He pointed to the shore where they had saved the narwhal. But where is your ship? Asked Leaf. I'm really sorry, but we promised the person who owns it that we would not show it to anyone, Annie said. I understand, said Leaf, nodding. We must always honor our promises. You should hurry home before your mom and dad wake up, said Annie. They'll be worried if they find you missing. Yes, said Leaf, smiling. They will think I have sailed away with you. They know I am eager to travel to faraway places. Yes, said... Leaf rowed to the shore, and Jack and Annie hopped out of the boat. Goodbye, the Viking boy said. I thank you again for your map. I promise I will make good use of it. And I promise you will have great success, said Jack. Do you think so, said Leaf. Absolutely, said Annie. Leaf raised his arm as above his head and clenched his fist. Yay, he said. Jack and Annie laughed. Leaf waved goodbye. Using his oars, he pushed his boat offshore. I hope that your knee feels better soon, called Annie. I have already forgotten about it, Leaf called back. Then he rowed away through the soft light of the Arctic night. Leaf's really tough and brave, said Annie. He'll make a good explorer. Yeah, a great one, said Jack. He took a deep breath. I guess we can go now. Jack and Annie walked around the bend in the shore. Annie gasped. Jack, look, she said. What? Said Jack. There, in the water, at the edge of the ice, said Annie. A narwhal, whispered Jack. Yes, said Annie. Our narwhal. Chapter 10. A Word That Glows. Hi, you're back, said Annie. The narwhal was about 10 feet away. He was swimming near the sheet of ice that jutted out from the shore. His ivory tusk was pointed at them. Is something wrong with him, said Jack. Why is he here? He wants to tell us something, said Annie. How do you know, said Jack. I just know, said Annie. I'm going out to him. I'll crawl on the ice. No, don't, said Jack. It could crack. Don't worry, it's really thick, said Annie. It's probably been here for thousands of years. Annie stepped out onto the packed ice. Then she got on her hands and knees and began crawling towards the narwhal. Careful, said Jack. Sorry again. Excuse me. I got it, said Annie, reaching to the edge of the ice. The narwhal raised his head above the water. Hi, you. What's up, said Annie, grinning. Why did you come back? The narwhal made a noise that sounded like a door creaking. Then he tapped Annie's head with his unicorn horn. Annie laughed. Thank you, she said. The narwhal then turned and swam away. He soon disappeared under the water. Annie crawled back towards Jack. She stepped off the ice sheet into the shore. That was so cool, she said. What happened, said Jack. Simple, said Annie. He came back to thank us. You're kidding, said Jack. Nope, said Annie. That's basically what he said. Thanks. And he said thanks, and I said thanks back. That's all, said Jack. That's enough, said Annie. Jack took a deep breath. Okay, now we can leave. He and Annie quickly walked over the slope. The treehouse was sitting on the pebbly shore. It was lit by an orange and red light of the midnight sun. Jack and Annie slipped through the window. Annie grabbed the Pennsylvania book that always took them home. She pointed to the photo of Frog Creek Woods. I wish we could go there. Nothing happened. The wind did not start to blow. I wish we could go there, Annie said again. The wind still did not start to blow. Why aren't we leaving, said Jack. Let's look at our rhyme, said Annie. At the last verse, Jack pulled the rhyme out of his bag. He read aloud, explore different worlds, show friends where to go. Okay, we did that, said Annie. We showed our friends where to go, we gave Leaf our map, and we showed the narwhal how to escape from the shallow water. We did all that. Yeah, we did all that, said Jack, and I wasn't even thinking about the rhyme. Read the rest, said Annie. Jack read the last 2 lines. Unite all these worlds with a word that will glow. I forgot about those lines, too, said Jack. What do they mean? What's the word? I don't know, but if it glows, it must be written down somewhere, said Annie. Check your notebook. Jack pulled out the notebook, and he and Annie looked at it together. Oh, man, I forgot to take any notes, said Jack. What about our Greenland book, he said. He took out the Greenland book and thumbed through it. Nothing glowing there. Wait, what about our message from Leaf's family? To Leaf's family, said Annie. Jack reached into his pocket and pulled up the crumpled note. He and Annie looked at it together. Nothing, said Jack. Hold on, said Annie. Look at the letter, T. Annie pointed to the letter T near the bottom of their note. The letter seemed to be brighter than all the others. Then, suddenly, it glowed like it was on fire. Next to the T, the letter H grew brighter. Then A, brighter. Then the next letter, N. One by one, the letters grew brighter until thanks all glowed. Thanks, cried Annie. That's the word. Thanks, said Jack. Why thanks? I'll explain when we get back, said Annie. We can go now. Oh, there's a chapter 11. That threw me through a loop. I guess I better pay better attention when I start these. But there's a chapter 11. Annie pointed to the picture of Frog Creek again. I wish we could go there. The wind started to blow. Yay, it worked, said Jack. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still. absolutely still. Chapter 11. You! Warm air filled the treehouse. No time at all had passed in Frog Creek. The sky was dark blue. The first stars were out. Jack and Annie were wearing their summer clothes again. Welcome home, said Annie. Jack sighed with relief. Frog Creek seemed especially nice in the soft twilight. The woods smelled like green trees and green plants. Let's go, said Jack. He left Morgan's rhyme, the Greenland book, and their note for Leaf on the floor of the treehouse. Then he put his notebook into his backpack and headed down the rope ladder. Annie followed. Jack and Annie started through the woods. The air was filled with the sounds of the crickets and the tree frogs. So, do you think it's about do you get it about thanks? Annie asked. Sort of, but it seems ordinary, said Jack. People say it all the time, and they don't even think about it. Exactly, said Annie. So let's think about it. Okay, said Jack. You say thanks when someone helps you, or is nice to you, or gives you a gift, right? Said Annie. Yeah, said Jack. Leaf helped us free the narwhal, and we said thanks, said Annie. His parents gave us food, and we said thanks. We gave Leaf our map, and he said thanks. The narwhal came back and said thanks, and I thanked him for thanking us for just being amazing. Got it, said Jack. But what does thanks do? Annie took a deep breath. Okay, this is the important part, she said. When the Vikings say thanks to us and we thank them, our world joins with their world. We unite our worlds, like the rhyme said. 2 worlds 1,000 years apart came together. Whoa, that's cool, said Jack. Jack and Annie came out of the woods and started down the sidewalk. There's more, said Annie. Her eyes were shining. When the narwhal says thanks, our world joins with his world, a world in the darkest deep of the sea. No one knows much about it. But if people knew how to thank narwhals just for being amazing and how to hear their thanks, it could change everything. Like it might save them if they're ever in danger. She sounded close to tears. Do you get it now? Yeah, I actually do, said Jack. Thanks to you. No, thanks to you, said Annie. No, you, said Jack. You, said Annie. You, said Jack. Thanks to both of us, said Annie. Come on, we're late, said Jack. He and Annie ran down their dark street. They crossed their yard and dashed up to the porch steps and banged through the front door. Mom, Dad, we're home, shouted Annie. Thanks for everything, yelled Jack. And that is the end. This is just a little bit about facts about Eric the Red was a famous Viking explorer around 982 AD. He was the first European to discover Greenland. Eric's son, Leif Erikson, known as Leif the Lucky, led the first European expedition to the mainland of North America 500 years before Christopher Columbus. Those are facts. Fiction of the story was Jack and Annie gave Leif a map to help him get there. So that is the fiction part. So that's what's really cool about Magic Treehouse is a lot of the stories we've read are what's called historical fiction. They have a little bit of history and a little bit of fiction. So that's what you wanted to point out at the end. Thank you for enjoying this book with me. I am so excited to read our last book together on Monday and then start remote learning with you on Tuesday. I can't believe it. We're back to school. I'm so excited. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.